Right, full tour of a supermarket here in Macau, which is sort of good timing because just last week we did a full tour of the supermarket in Hong Kong, and naturally there are a lot of similarities between these two cities, including the currency. So to be clear, there is a local currency here in Macau called Pataka, but it is exactly 1-to-1 with Hong Kong dollars, and I think that's not an accident. They might even be pegged together because every single store we've been to here in Macau accepts Hong Kong dollars. So in this video, you'll see all the prices written in local Macau currency, although we are going to pay the grocery bill in Hong Kong dollars. And so in any case, let's go check out the supermarket and see if it's similar prices from Hong Kong or slightly different, or let's see what we can see. Let's go. So when you walk in the front door, it actually has the feeling of a small shop here. Looks like it's almost like a liquor store or just a small little shop, but in fact there is a huge supermarket going all the way there and around the corner. So this is the biggest supermarket we could find. And look at that, we're starting off with animal parts. This just looks like stomach.
Yeah, tripe.
Tripe.
Stomach. Pork knuckle.
Pork knuckle. There's a full stomach there. So
Big wings.
Organ meat is the first thing you see. Sort of interesting. As well as chicken here, which already got some sesame on it. And already cooked, right?
Yeah, and roasted pork.
Oh yeah, all of this is already cooked, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is prepared organ meat. Yeah. Okay, something new for the front of a supermarket. Interesting. And then the next thing you see is Ferrero Rocher, which must be left over from the Christmas rush. And then we're into the small bakery. Now what's funny is they have this famous sandwich here called pork chop bun, and the bun it comes on is so good. It's like a popsicle, like a Portuguese bun. And so Ivana and I figured we could probably find the popsicle in the grocery store. So far we have not seen it for sale, and in fact almost no bread. They have a lot of this kind of prepared treats which look quite good and sweet, but in terms of like a loaf of bread, it's really hard to find. And so we're the type of people to eat sandwiches at home, but we've been tough to find just cheap sliced white bread.
Yes.
But they do have the Portuguese egg tart for sale, $22.50, as well as of course some pineapple bun for $5 it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, Ivana. Maybe we should stop making sandwiches at home and just buy some pre-made sandwiches right here. Looks good. Looks like it's got cheese on top of the bread, as well as some ham and cheese in the middle, and maybe chicken floss in the bottom. Hey, not bad for $12.50.
Hey, fresh toast.
Hey, found some.
For $10.80.
$10.80. Fresh toast. That's a whole loaf. Oh, good one. Up here. Yeah, good one. Good find, Ivana. Now, in terms of fruit and veggies, the prices can be pretty fair, actually, and maybe even a little bit cheaper than Hong Kong.
I think so.
For example, $48 for 2 packs of cherries. This is pretty good.
I think so, yeah.
That's pretty darn good. And Ivana also noticed that it's quite difficult to find tomatoes here in Macau. This is the only ones we could find. These sort of small, $20 for a little, I guess, cherry tomatoes. But in terms of big, tomatoes, don't seem to have in most of the supermarkets we've been to. And so I guess the price of the staple fruits, meaning apples, oranges, and bananas, is pretty fair prices, although for some reason they have plastic on them. Doesn't seem necessary. And funny that they do everything in pounds, which I guess some American influence, because most places are doing per kilogram.
Yes.
But over here it's the same like Canada, per pound.
Yes, and 1 pack, they're 1 pound, I'm guessing.
Oh, they did it on purpose?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's why they've wrapped it like this.
Yeah.
So it's $18.50 per pound or $18.50 per pack because it's 1 pound, 1 pack. I guess that's why they packaged it.
Yeah.
And holy jumping, look at the size of the mangoes. It's as big as a watermelon, and it's $33 for 1. We had to do the Google Translate app. This means per 1. So big mangoes in size and big mangoes in price. Now they've also got water jugs here, which are looking like they are $22.50 per bottle. I don't think you can drink the tap water in Macau, but we haven't been buying water because our hotel has a water machine. So we've been refilling bottles, which is pretty convenient. And we tend to show you guys the cheapest eggs as a reference point. I guess 27 for 10. No, even better than that over here. $12.50 for 10 eggs.
Even better.
Even better than that, you're looking at $11.90.
That's the cheapest.
For the cheapest, and it's 10 eggs, not 12.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good price.
Yeah.
Quite good. Hey, look at that. First time I've seen peanuts in the refrigerator. $16 for cold peanuts with shells. And honestly, one of my favorite parts of these videos is the mystery fruits. So let me know in the comments, guys. 14 bucks for what looks like 6 or 8 mystery fruits. Do you know?
I have no idea.
Looks like a tiny tiny apple, but maybe softer.
Yellow and purple color.
No idea. Something new. What's that?
Passion fruit.
Oh really? That's passion fruit.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good price, no?
Yeah, I think so.
18.80 for 7 passion fruits? Not bad.
Two types of passion fruits. They're good.
Yeah, 18.80 for 8 passion fruits. That's a good deal, no?
I want to buy all the fruits here.
Buy some passion fruits, man. They're good for vitamin C too.
Yeah, you're right.
They're yummy. And so after the fruit section, we are into the veggie section where you can score yourself a pretty darn good deal on broccoli. 10 bucks for 2 broccolis? That's pretty good, right?
Very good.
And I guess the biggest difference from Hong Kong to here is in Hong Kong there are stickers everywhere saying buy 2 get 1 free,
Yes,
or
yes.
buy 3 get 1 free,
Right.
or buy 1 second 50% off.
Right.
Whereas here in Macau, they tend to just wrap it up on what the deal is. Whether it's 2 broccolis or 2 carrots or 5 lettuces, they wrap it up for you and sell it as one.
True.
Slightly different, but same idea. It's kind of like a volume discount.
Big, no?
That's a big bitter gourd. 2 of them. And look at the size of the squash. Pretty good. And that's $3.50 per pound, that means. So this is a few pounds, it feels like. Because it's big. And now we are seeing the limitations of Google Translate. Because when it's written in it by hand, Google Translate can't figure it out. So it looks like 5.8 for onions, I guess per bag, because they come in a bag. Well, the sign says per kilogram. And then 6.5 for garlic. Is that per bag? You guys let me know in the comments. But the photo and translate doesn't work with the handwritten stuff.
And the longest green chili I've ever seen.
Wow.
They're so long.
I wonder the
Normally
spice
it's
level.
Like this size.
Yeah, true. I wonder the spice level because sometimes the small ones are very spicy, but in Romania and stuff they have big ones that are
big ones
spicy.
are-
So I wonder the spice
This one
level.
is super long.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
And I guess just behind the fruit section is the noodle section, which is pretty big, and it runs sort of every different type of noodle. So fresh egg noodles, Shanghai noodle, and Beijing noodle. So maybe every city in China has a noodle, all the big ones. And even some of the brand we have in Canada, Paria. This is like wheat pasta.
Yes.
Everything else seems to be rice pasta. And what the heck? Is this straws? No. What's pasta?
Pasta, black pasta.
Black pasta. Oh, I thought it was straws. Okay, something new. Oh, check it out. Malaysia durian. Must be Musang King. Famous flavor, famous brand. And even kampung durian stick. So this is like durian ice cream with coconut milk, and they call it village kampung for some reason. Kampung stick. Okay, a little bit of Malaysian products here in Macau. And I guess they've got Coca-Cola over here with various Schweppes products. Now I've been told it's pronounced Schweppes, but I'm gonna stick with Schweppes. Oh, even Coca-Cola Lemon, which I think I've never tried before. And Coca-Cola Plus, which looks like it might be Diet Coke, I guess. Coke Zero, and then regular Coke Original Taste. 35 bucks for 8 cans. Not bad. Same price as the Schweppes, more or less. And as it turns out, the meat section seems to be exceedingly small. There was the pre-cooked organ meat at the front, which had some chicken in it too.
Yes, yes.
But in terms of fresh meat, this is all you get, just one kind of bay. With, ooh, look at that. Tiny squids for 26 bucks. 26 bucks here for, what is that, a 6-pack of dead fish? Okay, nice. And chicken breast somewhere, here you go. Chicken breast, 30 bucks for two boneless, skinless, that's my style. 14 bucks for the claws. Okay. And even some marinated stuff here with the flavor on it. It looks like chicken again. And then in terms of like ground beef, not much, maybe just this. Ground beef, 30 bucks. Ground pork, 14. Pretty small meat section. And an entire black chicken, 50 bucks.
The healthiest type of chicken.
So they say. And as it turns out, the dairy section is pretty small. Ivana and I were hoping for some nice Portuguese cheese because of the colonial history, but the cheese and butter and milk section is really quite small. The prices for cheese, first of all, it's mostly processed, and it's kind of similar prices to Hong Kong, maybe slightly cheaper.
Right.
And And then milk, we've been buying the one here for $30 for a liter, which is fresh milk, not UHT. But surprisingly small dairy section. And then on that same refrigeration wall, they've got the beer section here, which I guess is pretty similar prices to Hong Kong. Although over here they have Sagres and Superboc, which are the two, I believe, the two most popular Portuguese beers. And so that's some Portuguese influence. And typically I've been looking for the yellow sticker to know what to buy. So this is 10 mops for a 640ml Tsingtao. Pretty good price actually. Because Tsingtao is good beer in my opinion.
Now, are this ice cream for dogs?
You're funny. There is a dog on the ice cream box. Although, is it an ice cream for dogs? That's a good question, babe.
No, because it's just because I saw another ice cream section somewhere else. So I thought this was separated for the dog.
That's a good question. I'm gonna say it's probably human ice cream, but I'm not gonna buy it and eat it, and then everyone makes fun of me in the comments. Eating dog food. And maybe there's some Portuguese colony connection between Macau and Brazil, because we've got Brazilian oxtail, we've got Brazilian chicken feet, and it's not the first thing we've seen that says Brazil on it.
Yeah.
So maybe there's some connection. Maybe Brazil is importing a lot of meat to Macau.
So. Yeah, I think so.
Which is a good sign because Brazilian meat, very nice. Aha, the meat section before was only half the story. This is the proper meat section here. This is frozen though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, these are frozen meats, but they have a lot more selection here. So I guess in terms of fresh meat is not much, but they have a lot of imported. This is from Mexico, sliced beef, US. Hey, Canada beef for 112 mops for 250 grams, which seems kind of expensive, but it's thinly sliced and frozen, and tons of sausages here. Okay, so they do have more meat than I expected, but really the fresh meat section, pretty small.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe in Macau, people typically go to a butcher. Hey, Ivana, your favorite. I think IndoMie has been available in every single country we've been to. Isn't that right?
IndoMie. Yes, I think everywhere. I think it's the most popular instant noodles brand.
And would you say it's the best one, or what would you say?
Yes, number one.
Indonesian loves IndoMie. $11 for a 5-pack.
Yeah.
Not bad. And this is just the beginning of a huge instant noodle section. Actually, it's one of the biggest sections in the store. All the way from that column, all the way to here. Just assorted instant noodles. I tell you what, I've totally missed the instant noodle craze in my life.
What?
I'm not a fan of instant noodles. Although I do love Kraft Dinner, which is just North American instant
My
noodles,
favorite
isn't it?
is, aside from IndoMie, is the Korean ramen.
Korean ramen.
Very good.
Which is about twice the expensive, $22 for a 5-pack. I guess the back corner of the store is the non-food stuff. So maybe we'll look for Head and Shoulders. We tend to show that for comparison. Aha! So it's $78, although it is a big bottle, right? 750 mils, but $78. I guess it's kind of comparable to most developed countries. Not outrageous, but not so affordable.
Shampoo is expensive.
Yeah. Good thing I'm bald, man. Saving money. Hey, got some Cheese Whiz. Spelt improperly because there's no cheese in it. And I guess in Macau they have the pimento version, which I've never seen before. Spicy Cheese Whiz. Now let's do the oil section. So they sell huge jugs, first of all. And I guess they got a lot of peanut oil, which, am I wrong to think is healthy?
I think it must be healthier than vegetable oil.
I think so. And I guess they sell it in 3-packs. Same thing like before. They pre-package the deal for you. So 120 mops for a 3-pack. And each one is about a liter.
They have a huge...
Not such a bad price, actually. And I guess mostly peanut oil. And some canola.
Some corn.
And some corn. Yeah, peanut oil is seemingly more expensive than the canola and corn. So I think peanut oil must be the best one, like healthiest one.
Yeah, I think so.
I think canola typically is the worst.
Yeah.
That's what we use in
canola
Canada. It's like our go-to oil in Canada. And I've heard it's like the least healthy one.
And then corn oil is a step up from that. And then maybe peanut.
And then maybe palm and peanut, it goes higher and higher. And olive is always the best, I think.
Olive is the best.
Really expensive olive oil is actually so delicious.
Yes.
Like on a salad. And so, of course, what Macau lacks in the bread section it definitely makes up for in terms of the rice section. So all the way here and then around the corner is all rice and huge bags, like so big you need like a cart to get it home with. I mean, this has got to be like this is a 10-kilo bag, which means it's almost 25 pounds. I mean, it's like a bag of cement almost. It's a big bag of rice, you know. And typically we try to show you guys the cheapest one. So this is the cheapest one,
1 kg.
which looks like it's been bleached or something.
Doesn't look like normal rice.
It looks different. 15.5 mops for 1 kg. And in terms of the 10-kilo bags, they're looking like around 130 on average, which I think is a fair price. I mean, it's a lot of rice. It lasts you a long time. You put it under the sink and leave it there.
Yeah.
And just like that, I am done with Macau. I'm done with this city. Where's the mustard, man? Not even one bottle, Ivana. You cannot get mustard in Macau? Wow. My heart's broken, and I will never be the same. You guys know me, I'm a mustard man. Ketchup is good, but mustard is a go-to sauce. Although they do have Lee and Parents, which is also top quality sauce. 35 bucks for 290 mils. But literally not a single bottle of mustard. I mean, my heart is broken. I'm almost speechless. And so, as you'd expect, it's mostly soy sauce and all different types of sweet and dark and premium soy sauce. You've got your ketchup and chili sauce section, and then on the end cap here, they've got mayonnaise. But really, can't believe it, no mustard. But actually, the mayonnaise they have here is really good. I guess it's Japanese because it looks like Japanese on the package. It's called Kewpie mustard. 28 bucks for 450 grams. It's quite good mustard. We've been using it for our sandwiches. Now, these are the famous almond cookies, right? Yeah, black sesame almond cookies. You can see them making it in the street. I don't know what the quality would be in the supermarket, but the ones in the street look really good and really homemade and handmade.
It's really good.
And these ones are 38 bucks for a pack like that.
I just saw this. Wife cake
Wife cakes.
and husband cake.
Oh. That's funny.
What's the difference?
I don't know. 40 bucks also. Okay, something new. Wife cake and husband cake. And I guess right here is the coffee section, which is pretty big actually, but believe it or not, there's no real coffee. It's all instant coffee. And I guess this Old Town Penang white coffee from Malaysia is getting really world famous because I see this everywhere. But I really can't believe no mustard and no real coffee. There must be some shelf we're gonna stumble into around the corner because as of right now, they don't sell any coffee beans. And so I guess it's time to do our chip section, starting here with Lay's. Now they do have huge bags, 180 grams, which in Canada we call family size. Pretty familiar to us, 28 bucks, and they have classic and salt and vinegar. They've also got a lot of unique flavors, which are also written in Vietnamese, so they must be imported here through Vietnam. Looking like 20 mops for a 90-gram bag is pretty consistent price. And they've got cheddar cheese, Texas tenderloin steak, sounds good. Brazil BBQ pork rib, sounds good. Lobster with golden salted egg sauce, maybe for Ivana. Korean spicy chicken with cheese. So it seems like a lot of their chip flavors are internationally inspired. And then that's all of them. So fair prices and some unique flavors. And I guess they're imported through Vietnam because everything's written in Vietnamese. And I guess no Doritos, although they do have international snacks. This is from the Philippines, quite good actually. $8 bucks for 80 grams of multi-grain cheese snack, kind of yummy. This looks
interesting. Corn, from corn.
it's a corn snack. Is that Japanese?
Yes.
Japanese snacks, okay. And they've got Pringles. And they've got Pringles as well as Lay's Stacks, which has a new flavor here, hot and spicy. Again, written in Vietnamese, hot chili squid. Interesting. Oh, look at this. Cuttlefish corn snack. That's interesting. Oh, super rings. This is a Malaysian delicacy right here. This is one of the top snacks right now. Super ring.
They say it's not super ring.
It's super O.
Super O.
Is it different than super ring? I think it's the same. This is really good. If you never tried, guys, give it a shot. It's like the most intense fake cheese flavor you ever had in your life. It's really yummy, but super fake, but it's quite yummy. And this right here is one of the top foods you could ever eat. This food is so good that I don't even want it in my house because it's almost to the level of like addiction. It's like if it's in my house, I'll eat the whole jar in one sitting. So it's dried pork. They also have dried beef. This one is $40 for the tube. It's like jerky, but it's also kind of sweet. Oh, it's so good. It's available in the street all around, and I'm not sure the quality of the street one versus this one. I guess this one is a little bit cheaper than the street, right?
Yeah, I guess the street one must be better.
I guess the street one is
fresh.
better. Yeah, I guess the street one must be a little better. But it's so good. This stuff, I don't even want to buy it. It's too yummy. It's one of the top things you could ever eat. Just a snack on out of the box. I mean, if you get one, it's gonna be empty in 2 hours. I'm just telling you the facts. It's probably not worth it. And so I guess that's the whole grocery store. We're back to the front area now. Although there is this little sort of liquor shop in the front here. Maybe we'll do a quick tour of this. And I guess there's even a little shrine in the back, which is sort of interestingly tucked in the corner in the alcohol section. Kind of cute looking. And maybe we can find some local alcohol for sure. Yeah, this is like local Chinese stuff. 20%, $22. I wonder what it tastes like, if it's more like a whiskey or if it's more like a moonshine. Not quite sure. And maybe we'll show you guys the price of like a cheap bottle of wine, which looks to be about 40. Probably the cheapest one you'll find is like around 40 mops, which is a pretty good price actually. That's cheaper than Canada. I think the cheapest one in Canada is like 12 or 15.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty affordable alcohol. Maybe Macau is the same like Hong Kong where it's no import tax. Because the alcohol is pretty good price over here.
Again, cheaper than water.
Cheaper than water.
Cheaper than water.
And maybe I'll show you guys some familiar brands for reference. So Jack Daniels, 220 mops for 70 CLs. So 0.7 liters. I'm not actually sure if it's a good price. I don't drink booze, so I don't know if that's comparable, but maybe you guys will know. And I guess Captain Morgan is a lot cheaper, 129 for the 0.7 liters. Okay, seems kind of affordable, especially the Captain Morgans. But like I said, I haven't bought booze since I was in college, so I don't know. Right, so in conclusion, we spent like 160 mops on a pretty good haul of groceries, including 4 beers, which is not bad, although the year is 2024. Can we get a little mustard on the shelves? Not to mention we couldn't find the coffee. So a bit of a hit or miss, I guess, in the Macau supermarket. Although overall, pretty similar pricing structure to Hong Kong. Same like Hong Kong, no?
Yeah, similar. I think it's just a bit cheaper here.
Maybe a bit cheaper here.
Yeah, slightly cheaper.
All right, there you have it, Ray. Thanks for watching.